What's up everybody, it's Kellen and Alex. We're back again with some more Gearhead tips for you. Today we're going to be talking about installing a new chain and sprocket kit. The first set of tips I always like to get into are some of the tools that you're going to need. So first you're going to need your standard set of T-handles and regular tools that include open-end wrenches. I recommend the ones with the little ratchet on the back, makes life way easier. Also a breaker bar. And my favorite, gloves. Wear them, keep your hands safe, keep the chemicals off your skin. Alex, you got any special tools you like to use?
Yeah, a couple tools I think are really necessary to do this job right. First one being a chain breaking tool. It's gonna help you get that old chain off, cut the new chain down to the right size. A pair of master link pliers. Today's chains are coming with quick links. Those master link pliers are gonna help you get that link on and off much faster. Kind of an optional tool I really like to have in the garage is a impact gun. That's really gonna help you get those big bolts off easier, especially if you're doing this job by yourself. It's just gonna be a lifesaver. If you get all those tools together with a new chain and set of sprockets, you'll be all set to get this job going.
Awesome, let's get into it.
So when you're picking a chain and sprocket for your bike, there's a lot of different options out there. We went with the Turner racing chain. That's gonna be a non-O-ring X-ring chain, your standard chain. Got the least amount of resistance, weigh a little bit less, put the most power to the ground. Other types of chains available, you have O-ring and X-ring. Basically what you're gonna have is a O-ring between the links that's gonna help keep lube in the chain, less maintenance, kind of more applicable to your trail riding applications. Gonna last a little bit longer. They are a little more expensive, but you gotta kind of weigh that against the length you're gonna get out of the chain.
First thing you want to do is make sure your master link is on the rear sprocket here. You can put the bike in gear, that way the wheel doesn't spin, and that way when you're going to use the pliers, it gives you something stable to squeeze on and you're not trying to do it on the loose part of the chain. So on this HP Tools chain breaker, this lower bolt is going to control your sleeve, whereas this upper bolt is going to control your pin. So first, pop the chain in. Use your fingers, tighten your sleeve down. Grab your wrench. Make sure it's good and snug. Then you can do the same with the pin. Get that nice and tight. And then your wrench is gonna go ahead and pop the pin out. Now let's go ahead and get that front sprocket off. This is a great time to actually replace this washer when you're in here. These things can go bad over time depending on how many sprockets you've gone through. Now that you got your fresh new washer and your sprocket, it's time to put them on. Another tip is you want to make sure to change your sprocket bolts out when you do a chain and sprocket kit. That way everything's nice and fresh and you don't have to worry about it. Second part of that is when you're torquing this down to factory spec, make sure you're tightening on the bottom on the nut so that way you don't strip out the top of the Allen head. When you're putting the master link back on, always make sure to have the open end facing towards the back of the bike. You definitely don't want that open side going towards your motor. That could cause some serious problems if it gets hung up. Thanks for watching. For more information about parts and tools used in this episode, visit MotoSport.com or chat with a Gearhead. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great tips.